I've lived here since 1964, and with the exception of a little bit of a span when Katrina hit, we've lived continually. My family and I have lived continually here. The home that we built, my wife and I built in 1983, so we've been here for 55 years. What I really do admire most about the parish is the people and the values that they have, right? So if you ask the majority of them out there, and probably most of them, they rate like I do, which is God, family, and community, right? Now you could put country in there, you can put a lot of different things. But I think everybody holds that similar type of value. You know, that's what makes us who we are, right? We're unique, we're a small town, we're not a big place. We may be close to Orleans, but we do a lot of good things right. We got great people here, the heart's in the right spot. You know, we got a little bumps here and there, but we'll get through it. You know, I started in politics a number of years ago. I actually ran for Justice of the Peace, so I was Justice of the Peace for 3 years, and then the council position came open. And I honestly believe that not all political positions are made for lifetime appointments, right? And so I enjoyed the Justice of the Peace role, and I got to know a lot of constituents. I got to do a lot of different things, but I wanted to do more. And the council position allowed me to do that. It allowed me to kind of get closer in tune with government. That's probably one of the main reasons I ran for office. I think I can think of a new one every day, but it's been a lot of fun. I'm hoping that I'm doing some good for the residents. I'm hoping I'm a good word for them, a voice for them on the council. And that they keep telling me things that need to be done. They keep telling me when we need to do something different, when we're doing things better. We don't get that enough, but I think for the most part, I think we're going in the right direction, and I'm really having a lot of fun with the job. Complete streets was big for us, right? How do we move people, pedestrians, cyclists, cars, transit? How does that all integrate and work well together? And we're one of the few parishes that have, not only do we have complete streets, but we do a good job of implementing. We probably got more handicap accessible corners than any parish I know in the state, because they're all over, because we had to redo most of the parish, right? And that's part of it, is doing that. That's part of complete streets. The other part of it is mandating that we have sidewalks. Part of when somebody comes in to get a permit, right? Public Works or Community Development has to integrate complete streets into that methodology that says, what do we need to do here, right? Where's the sidewalk going? Do we have ADA curbs available, right? Do we need a transit stop here, right? All those other things that go into it. The bike plan in St. Bernard is huge. I think this year particularly, you're going to see a lot of things. They'll finally finish St. Claude's, right? So we'll get some things done. We actually have funding for the Mississippi River Trail on the levee. That's going to happen. That's going to start shortly. And then we've gotten funding for the 40 Arpent Trail. So not only is it a trail that runs from Araby to Violet, but there's also a number of bridges that are going to be added as well. So it kind of expands it. The great thing about it is it gives people on the south side of the parish, right? The river side, easy access to a trail there, and it gives people on the north side easy access to a trail there. So, you know, so when you look at the parish as a whole, we're doing a lot of things for connectability. We're trying to do as much as we can to connect the different neighborhoods together, and we're trying to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to enjoy what we're doing. The biggest goal I have between now and the end of the term or when I would die, not doing this job again, is right behind me. It's working on interior drainage. It's huge for us, right? I think everybody to a point now is somewhat comfortable with the protection that we have from storm surge, but what we really need to concentrate on now is rainwater, rain event, right? Interior drainage, things like that. And so we need to get our arms around how do we do that? How do we pay for it? What's the fix? What's the long-term fix for it, right? So that I'm not concerned about a rain event causing massive flooding in the parish, right? Is there a lot of residents who do a lot of things for us, right? We've got flags, and you'll see if you go down Karen Drive, we have 38 American flags on every pole, and we've got a couple that lives on care and drive, and they maintain them, right? So Patty and Mike do that. We got a gentleman that lives on Gallo, Mike Pritchard, who cuts the bird lot, actually Bird Park, where we've got Purple Martin houses, right? We got a community garden right behind the Lacoste School, right? We've got 8 raised bed gardens, people plant in there. We got a couple of fig trees, we've got a grapevine in there. And Joey takes care of that. Joey takes care of the citrus orchard that we have back by Joey's house. And then we got new residents that just moved, Ricky Hunt and a couple of other ones on Florida Avenue, and they take care of the greenway, the 40 Upper Greenway. They cut the grass. I mean, so it's not about one person. It's not about a group of 7. Because even as much as we try, we could never get to where everyone wants us to go quickly without people chipping in along the way, right? So the people like Patty and Mike and Stephanie and Joey and Susan and Ricky and Michelle, they pitch in, right? Mark cuts this stuff here. Everybody pitches in so that a couple of things, it looks great. And second thing, it allows the parish at least some breathing room to do some other things, right? So the more people we have doing those kinds of things, the quicker we can get to where we need to be. But those guys are phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I'm actually not retired. I do work. I work out of my house, and I work for a chemical company, and I manage a number of businesses, independently owned businesses for them across the southeast part of the United States. I married the woman that I dated in high school, which was pretty cool. We've been married almost 39 years. 3 children. I have a daughter, Rachel, who has a daughter, Madison, who's 8. I have my oldest son is Christopher, his wife is Melinda. They have a little boy named Logan, who just turned, he's about 2.5. And then my youngest son, Steven's married, and his wife's name is John. But Rachel and Chris live down here. Steven lives in the city, but he visits a lot. So we're fortunate that everybody's pretty well localized, yeah. I like to do anything outside. I love to cut grass. The only thing I probably love more than cutting grass from a hobby perspective is I love to ride bikes, and any kind of bikes. I have 7 bikes at home for different kinds of things, and I ride a lot in Orleans Parish with a group of people. And I know the attraction of having access to bike lanes and shared lanes and trails. I know how that means to people. So cutting grass, I love to garden. If you ever pass by the house, I'm always tinkering in the backyard. There's always something to do. So anything outdoors is me.